Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope you are having a good one. Welcome, welcome to an early morning edition or some sort of time edition of Coffee with Wes. I am Wes, and here is my coffee. I have delivered. I have delivered. It is Saturday. It is Saturday, September 21st, 2024. It's the last day of summer, and we're celebrating the last day of summer. How am I doing it? I'm doing it by saying yippee yippee. That's what I'm doing. Jaden, Jaden, good morning. What are you up to? Are you having a good day? Have you been to bed? You were up late, weren't you? You're doing stuff late. It's I think it's 7:30 in the morning. It's a Saturday, and I've got family coming to town today. Mr. Coffee, Alan, hey, peace and love. Have you been to bed? I haven't. I haven't been to bed. I've got uh, I've got the old father coming to town today, and that's always good. That's always good. He's really good and disconnected from everything in reality. So that adds a little element of surprise to every interaction that I have with him. Mmm. It's terrible coffee, by the way. It is Maxwell House, but it's not. Let's say it's not. No rest for the wicked. I'm nice though. That's the thing. I'm not wicked. I hear that term, and it's like, well, what about the nice people? Shouldn't I be getting like 8 hours? Shouldn't I be getting 8 or 10 hours? I don't know. It's it's a beautiful day though. I'm doing this short thing here because I'm waiting. There's a part of me, like I say, my father's coming this morning, and we're supposed to have breakfast. And I'm tempted to text him and say, look, there's no restaurants up here in this town, in this area, that are open on Saturdays until after lunch. None of them serve breakfast anymore. So maybe he'll just have breakfast down in town where he's staying. But he could just show up. He may text. It's a miracle that I actually got any type of notice at all that he was coming to town, because normally that is not a part of the case. But in in any case, I am going to sit here and I'm doing a little bit of this coffee and just kind of getting the day going. We had some lives last night that were interesting and fun. I found a way to write on the screen using Adobe Fresco, and I want to see which one of them is the easiest on memory, because Photoshop I figure is using more memory. All these others, but I just make the background of the whole thing green, and then I make my pen color white. I green screen it out here in OBS, and I'm able to write on the screen. So I mean, it's neat. Do I have a reason for it? Not yet, but I might find one. I might find one. Wicked good or wicked nice, wicked polite even. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. The wicked. No more math. Y equals mx plus b. For some reason, I want to say b squared. I don't know. But yeah, that was a crazy stream. It's been a crazy couple of nights, and so I haven't slept. And so today, at some point in time, I have to sleep, because tonight over at Camp Gmail, at Camp Gmail, and I should get the link to that thing. I should drop the link so everybody knows. If you are online, I'm getting it over here on YouTube. If you were online tonight and you were looking for some entertainment, if you were trying to find something to fill your Saturday night with, because you, like me, don't like going out to all the crap that is society, then oh, come on, just want to work. There we go. Here we go. I'm getting the link to it. I'm getting that. Oh, well, I've thought about having a big meal later. The whole reason that the last couple of days I have not slept, and I've been up the next day and then sleeping late afternoon, is because I've got this visit this morning, apparently this morning, supposedly this morning, from family, and so I want to make sure that I'm awake when they're going to be here. All right, this is the one. This is the one. I want to make sure that I'm awake and everything, but what have they changed? Instead of join, it's subscribe plus now. I've noticed some changes to some things. This will be interesting to see how this works. All right, let me drop this thing. Let me drop this link to Camp Gmail, and then I will actually pin it to the top of the chat. That is the 5 hour. It starts at 10 p.m. Eastern time tonight. 7 Pacific. You all know how to figure out time. That is a 5 hour open mic jam that happens every Saturday night over at Camp Gmail. There are great musicians that show up over there. Fantastic musicians, very impressive, and they even let me. So they're nice, they're kind. They let me get up and play. But there's some really good guys. There's some guys with looper pedals that are just putting together entire songs, just all live in front of you. So definitely worthwhile. Click that link. Give them a like, even if you can't be there. Get over there, show some support, because Gary's a good friend of mine. I want to make sure that everybody is supporting that channel out there. It's a good time over there. It is a good time over there. I hosted it for 4 weeks. Gary was out because of some issues he had with his vision. He had to have an operation, and so he was unable to host. And I was honored that he asked me, and so I got to host that for 4 weeks, and that it's a 5 hour show. You are just there for 5 hours. It's a lot of work hosting, even though everybody else is doing the playing. Everybody else is playing music. Everybody else is doing their thing. You don't have to do anything other than in between the songs. You're kind of making sure that you're running the show and keeping things going and keeping the crowd in line. Let's see if this is my. Let's see if. No, it's not. This is an email. This is an email, but still good, still good. But again, I'm waiting to see if I get a text, waiting to see if I get any notification that he's showing up. But 5 hours is a lot to do, and interesting. When I do the show, I try to keep it moving, because there's times that we've got 10 performers. There'll be 8 or 9 people, I guess, up on the panel, and everybody's waiting their turn. You're managing who's next. You're figuring out what's going on. You got your list and all that. But when one person gets done, you got a crowd. It's a Saturday night. You got a bunch of musicians. A lot of them are doing either drinking, smoking weed. They're doing something, and then they all want to talk. And so what I always would do is the minute someone would finish, you're hearing me clap. Yes, yes. Oh, that was great. Somebody will say, people are saying, "Oh, that's good," and I just kind of, all right, we're gonna keep the party going, and I just try to bring up the next act in a hurry to keep things moving along, so that everybody gets a chance, and the performers that are up there, that way they feel the rotation is moving quick. They're not waiting forever to get to play again. It's one of those situations. Kevin, Tuber Chat, peace and love, peace and love. Uh, uh, I'm doing this. I'm doing this thing. Shared out on Reddit. Look at how awesome that is. Look at how awesome. Now, Tuber Chat and Mr. Coffee, if you're going to be doing lives and everything, you need to take a look at Tuber Chat. Tuber Chat is a connection stream uh, for YouTube content creators of all sizes. Whether you're looking for your first 100 subs, whether you're looking for your first 1,000, or your 10,000, 100,000, whatever it is, there's all content creators showing up over there. You end up having 40, 50. There's tons of people in the chat, and going through to let all these people get connected to each other, so that you're helping to build your community and others people's community at the same time. And the nice thing is, you know, you get the numbers, but that's not what the real advantage of doing a tuber chat is. You're going to meet other content creators. You're going to see other people and what they're doing. You're going to see their process. You're going to see what works for them. You're going to see what doesn't work. You're going to involve yourself in all of these different journeys of different people, and you're going to gain a lot of perspective outside of the bubble that you put yourself into when you have your own ideas as to where you're going to go. So it's definitely worthwhile. If you know, not just for the subscribers, like I say, but for the connections that you'll make to other content creators, and the ideas that that will spawn for you. You know, stay out of bubbles. Make sure, and you know, you got to watch what works when you're you know, yes, there's innovators. Yes, there's people that, you know, well, I'm doing it my own way, and we'll see how it goes. And there are standouts that really make it, but there's also a lot to be said about getting out there and studying what other people are doing, watching what works and watching what doesn't work. It's important if you want to have success out here, and if you want to have success at anything. Look, you know, you've got to know what you're doing, and a part of that is seeing all of the different creators out there, seeing all that there is available. So get connected. Hashtag awesome. I'm not gonna make him type hashtag awesome. I'm gonna get over here, and I'm gonna get his link. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and get the link to his channel, so that everybody can get connected. He does these. Well, he was doing 3 to 4 hour lives. Having all those come through is just such a task. All right, here we go. Let me write the name out here so you guys can get connected to, and set the notification bell. There we go. There is a link to the channel. Set the notification bell, because he tries to stick with the schedule, but there's other things in life and all that, but it's always worthwhile, and you will end up making more connections, and growing your channel. And that's what everybody who's a content creator, that's what you're looking to do, is grow your channel. And anybody out there that wants to drop their own link here in the chat, Nightbot should be running. And if you type in, like it says on this bottom crawl, hashtag awesome, AWESOME, you can't spell awesome without Wes. Go ahead and type hashtag awesome, and that will get Nightbot to drop your link, so other people that you don't know, if they're looking to contact other creators, they can get connected to you. It's last day of summer. I'm wondering how I should celebrate. I'm wondering what I should do. What I should do to make this a special day. I'm going to be going to Gary's. I'm hoping to go to Gary's. You're awesome, Kevin. I really, I don't. I'm still trying to get to where I'm doing regular on my channel. I had several months where things were down, and then I came back, and then I had several more months of down. Life has just been brutal at times, but it's all gonna work out. Roll around in the grass. No, no, I've got so many outdoor cats that there is no safe way to roll around in the grass, and you know for sure you're not going to be rolling and catch it. So rolling in the grass is not a thing. I might have to mow the grass. I might have to do some work outside. I'm thinking about doing some work in the house. I don't know. It's the last day of summer, and I kind of have a spring cleaning feel. But again, I'm up. I'm gonna be sleeping this afternoon. We'll see how that goes, and then I want to be up for Camp G-Mate tonight, so I can be there. Hey, it is the J Jordan. Peace and love. Peace and love. Good to see you out there, the J. This This is one of those content creators that just blows it out of the water. He is so good with what he does. He's everybody could learn from what the Jay Jordan is doing. Putting out those shorts every day. He is so regular with the content. So much content, premieres, shorts, lives. He does 6 shorts a day, and he kept, or maybe it's more now. I don't know, but he has so much luck getting those out there and everything, and working out. Does tons of workouts. A great motivator, as well as entertainment. He is he does better freestyles than I do. He's got more when it comes to the. I love what he comes up with just out of nowhere with stuff. It was always a good time when he and I were doing lives and we were actually doing improvs and stuff. I'd really like to get back to doing it. I'd really like to get. I've been playing music. I've been doing some things. I do the music vibes here, but I still haven't figured out a schedule. I still haven't gotten to where Now yours have more feel. Everything I do ends up sounding country. It ends up being comedy. You can do them and they're not comedy. I end up doing them. They're all comedy. That's all I can do is make jokes. Uh, but I've been watching the old ones that we did and all the other stuff. Those were so much fun. I've got my father coming to town today, Jay. It's one of those. The uh, got family coming to town, and so we'll see exactly. Oh, oh, we'll see exactly how that all turns out. I might be a little tense. I'm not sure. It's one of those. But I'm having some coffee and waiting to see if I get some sort of text message to say that he's coming up and wanting to have that breakfast. There's no restaurants here open for breakfast, so we'll see exactly how that turns out. Everybody out there, you can drop your link with the hashtag awesome that's rolling across on the bottom here. Night Bottle, drop your link and do all that stuff. Because I got nothing. There's I like I say, I am just killing time. I decided 5 minutes before this thing went live that I would go ahead and go live. So there's not a lot of forethought. It was what it was I finished the laundry. I finished the laundry and I got all of the dishes I was going to do done. And I thought, well, I'll just go live until I get a text and then go have breakfast and see how that turns out. I don't know. It's one of those days. But I'm hoping to play some music. I played music day before yesterday. I did a music vibe in the afternoon. And I had not slept for over 24 hours. So I was probably up for about 26 or 27 hours at that point. And, uh, and it was actually Allie. I think Allie had suggested it. She said, "Oh, you're going to do a music live?" And as a joke, I said, "Yeah, I'm going to play music. You know I'm going to play music." And I went ahead and did it. It was a bad move. It wasn't a smart thing to do. But I played music, and there were actually two or three things that I did on the guitar that I thought were good that I could actually make into something. So I guess it was fruitful. I've got so many different videos to go through to try to come up with a couple more originals that I'm doing. I actually have a shitload of originals. Everything I've written this year has been a love song other than Reese's Dick. And it's a love song, but I mean it's a comedy song. It's filth. But everything this year has been some sort of love song that I've been writing, and I'm writing them all with the bass. I'm using the bass as accompaniment. So it's been a unique year music wise. I did a country festival. I did a country festival. I played everything on the bass, and I the only song that might have been country was when I did a part of "I Love a Rainy Night" from who was that? His name will come to be Eddie something, I think. But no, otherwise I was otherwise it was some Godsmack. It was the Ramones. It was Nickelback. I did a country version of a Nickelback song. It was one of those. He has 420 videos. I bet he doesn't even know. and he smokes more than almost anybody I know. He's Art of Floundering. Art of Floundering's a great channel. He's got such good material. He's got some very complex material with these stories, and he ends up putting out some series and all that other. He's got several series. Oh, there's a series out there about. I think he's going to start the Amazing Slacker again, which was a good one. But he had another one that was the Alex Jones story, and you know how Alex really wanted to be good and all this other stuff, but it involves, sadly, it involves microphallus, and you know, so you're gonna learn a little bit about what made Alex Jones into what he is. Yeah, ring the bell. The best things he does, are in the middle of the freaking night. Oh, a little bit of heartburn. That coffee's so bad. Middle of the night, he does these lives with the puppets, and he'll do vertical lives, and so they'll get some really good numbers. And these are filthy puppet shows. Just there's a ballerina that is just always taking a puff off somebody's marijuana cigarette, which happens to be in somebody's crotch at all times. So there's a lot of puppet on puppet action. Here, I'll for those of you that are wondering what puppet on puppet action. That's what it looks like without the puppet. That's basically what you're doing. If you if you ever want to be a puppeteer and you want to have some good puppet on puppet action, that's what you gotta that's what you're gonna want to be doing right there. You get that move going, and then the fans are gonna be there. You get yourself an OnlyFans, and next thing you know, you're wondering what happened to your life. You have a hard time looking at yourself in the mirror. You think, "Oh my God, what have I done now?" But you keep going. I mean, a lot of people do. Not everybody does. Not everybody keeps going. But hey, has everybody clicked on that like? Has everybody clicked on the or dislike? I am good with either. I just appreciate engagement. That's what it is. I appreciate some engagement. We're uh, we're doing the coffees. I'm gonna try to be doing these coffee streams. I'd love to have a time. I'd love to have time set up. I'd love to have a schedule. But so far, these coffee streams range anywhere from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. You know, starting time. So I haven't figured it out yet. I've got so many things I've got to get taken care of. Uh, and all of it'll change. All of it'll change with further demands from work and other things along those lines. So we'll see exactly how all that ends. But I am going to continue with these. I'm going to continue with the music vibe, and I think I'm going to start doing the Watch Me Works again. I really enjoy doing the Watch Me Works, where I'm recording the animated characters, putting things together, cutting clips, using Premiere Pro, different things along those lines. Oh yeah, yeah. It's don't wake people up. Don't wake people up. Even though it's you're making coffee, you don't want to wake people up. Oh, I should text him in a minute here to just find out what. And if I could text him and say, hey, there's no restaurants to go to here, just go eat somewhere down where you're at. Maybe that'll happen. Maybe I'll avoid it. Probably not. Probably not. But I can wish. I can hope. I might. I might play some music. I haven't decided. I haven't decided. It's looking at the news. I made the mistake of looking at the news today. It's just no, don't wake the people in the dark. Oh, there was one night, early morning, I think it was. Allie and I are hanging out, and the dog is there, and I start screwing around. Hey, Chewy, and I'm talking over the speaker to the dog. She screws with the dog a little bit, and then the dog's barking like mad, and it's like people are sleeping. It's like 3 in the morning, so it was funny. But no, you don't want to wake people or dogs. You gotta. It's Saturday, everybody. Everybody needs to. I should have slept in. I should have done something different than what but I did get laundry done and I did get a bunch of chores done and I'm awake in case I do end up having this family event today. Yeah, you gotta keep it quiet. You gotta keep it quiet. Oh, I'm gonna mute while I cough because I feel like this cough is gonna be a bad. Oh, I was tired. That's the thing, though. I haven't been able to allow myself to succumb to the tiredness because I knew I needed to be awake in the mornings, and I'm up all night. I'm doing these streams with Allie. I'm doing some other projects that I'm working on and things. So, after today, this afternoon, I'm gonna cry. I've got to hopefully see a guy about a bag this afternoon. And I still haven't hit an ATM or anything. I'm just discombobulated. Everything's off. Everything's a little bit off, but it'll all work out. It's all gonna work out. I feel it will work out. Uh, I'm gonna try to not make the mistake of looking at the news anymore. There was a so there's some politician that out of North Carolina or something that is writing all sorts of crazy stuff on Pornhub. Was that what it was? A lot of I I don't know. People act like they're in shock when any of these politicians. In order to get into politics, I've known some good people that wanted to make a difference and wanted to enter into politics, and they were personable. They would have been able to do it, but you go to enter into that fray, and if you're going to be a part of one of the parties, which is like the only way of getting elected because they're the only organizations, you benefit from that, but you end up you're told that you have to follow along with what their agenda is. It's not a hey, you get out there and you change the system from the inside, and we'll back you because we really want good things to go. No, they tell you we're going to tell you how to vote on everything. You're going to have to be a party player, all this other stuff. So getting into it at a small level, even at a state legislature level and stuff like that, if you're not playing the game, they're not going to bother backing you. They're not going to get you elected. And so I don't think that's why it's not. I don't really give a shit anymore, because there's no good. There's no good in any of our elected officials. Very little. So why bother? I'm just that's it. Yeah, can't use the government name. Well, I can't remember what he had his email used as and everything along those lines, but it was just now I'm in a state where I don't have to worry about that. The state of Kentucky, the state of Kentucky was like, we worry about all you people looking at dirty pictures, and I think Utah, there's like some other states, so so and I'm not bothering to get a prox. I'm not bothering to get a VPN because a VPN would be the workaround for this. But they said, we can't give you guys. You guys can't look at any more of these dirty pictures online. We got to get rid of it. And so they said that in order for companies to be able to do business in this state with those sort of things, they have to verify ages. And the company said, no, we're not going to verify ages. And so they just stopped. If your IP comes across as though you're in Kentucky, and none of the sites are going to come up. And so that limits the porn watching when the state you live in won't even let you watch it because mommy knows best. Friggin' government just pisses me off. Use an alias, exactly. Well, this guy used his same alias over and over, and I guess wrote a lot of lewd things. But it's a porn site, so of course there's going to be lewd things on a porn site. But no, I wouldn't know anything about that. I wouldn't know anything about that. the state of Kentucky has inadvertently cured me of my porn addiction. So I'm not out there looking anymore because I can't because there's nothing. There's nothing. It's it's just so sad. I mean, you can. If you go through Google, Google is there. You can get plenty of images on Google, even if you're in the state of Kentucky. Mark's gas station, peace and love. Good morning. But no, they in their infinite wisdom don't think that people should be looking at those dirty pictures. They don't think people should be burning flowers. You can't burn flowers for a good feeling. Not they don't want that at all. Which reminds me, I'm gonna burn a couple flowers here for some good feeling, just to keep things going, and because I want to be a rebel. I want to be a rebel. Now I'm not gonna be an out there rebel. I've got misdemeanor levels is all I've got in the house here, but I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope everybody enjoys the weekend. It's last day of summer. Last day of summer. Although it's going to be 80s, upper 80s for days into fall. We'll see how the actual temperature, how this winter goes. It's one of those. Oh, that's that's the everything is just an ad now on social medias. I'm so the only reason I have Facebook is because I've got family on there, and to be able to communicate with them, and so I have that, but it's just, oh, it's just anger. It's just mad people, mad. This is what I'm mad about. And there's always a meme. All these different sites are putting out all these memes for everybody to, hey, be mad about this, post this, call these people this, post this. And people do. They, they don't have to do anything. The people are doing it themselves. They divide themselves. It's sad. If everybody just, oh man, just live your life. Just live your life. Get out of people's lives. Both parties suck. Both parties are terrible. There is a there is one difference that there's one choice, which it's like, well, okay, do something about it. The reproductive rights, female reproductive rights. I got real problems with what the GOP has done and what the Supreme Court. Because then send it back to the states. You mean like fuck not Kentucky here, where oh, you can't look at the porn or anything? No, don't give the states power. Jesus, don't give the states power. Take all the power away. Just let people live. Lesser of two evils. And even then, I mean, it's still evil, right? It's still freaking evil. It's disgusting, everything that goes on. We don't. I take my shots at the GOP because I believe in people's rights a lot more. And protecting those things. But the Democratic Party too. We don't have universal health care. We didn't get it. Obamacare wasn't the hey, we're actually going to take care of this and be like the rest of the friggin' world. It was, no, we're going to keep the middlemen in place. So yeah, everybody else's bills are going to go up because of the insurance lobbies and everything along those lines. It's the drug companies. It's illegal in Europe. It's illegal in Europe to have drug advertisements. You can't run ads for drugs on TV in Europe. Now I know 10 years ago, maybe 12 years ago, it was a $5 billion a year industry just advertising. There was $5 billion spent on just advertising in the U.S. for drugs, just for drugs, and that has just destroyed our medical system. It was already bad, but now you got people coming in. They've seen the ad on TV. Oh, I need this. Oh, I need this. And if you won't give it to them, they'll go somewhere else. Ask your doctor today. Ask your doctor today. Fucking quit taking all the drugs. I'm gonna have another one of these. I'm gonna have another one of these while I tell you not to take drugs. That's what I'm gonna say. Hey, are you taking drugs? Don't be doing that. Don't take anything the doctor. I mean, there might be some that insulin's important. There are some things that you need to take that are important, but there's a lot of shit that all the for and you watch all the antidepressants, which one of the side effects, well, you might kill yourself. Jesus fuck. Isn't that the whole purpose of going on antidepressants? Is so you don't kill yourself? I growing up, I had acne, but I did not go to a dermatologist. That it was it was my sister 2 years younger. She went, and I can't remember the name of the drug that everybody got put on for that, and my brother was put on it too. And then years afterwards, there were all these suicides linked to it. It was a bad thing. It was really a bad thing, and then Prozac and Ritalin and everything under the sun. It's in the water. When I read that London, there is so many parts per million of the water supply in London is friggin' Prozac. It doesn't matter whether you've been prescribed it or not. It's in the water supply. It's in all the water supply everywhere. We are, you think about the different chemicals that get put. Well, people are pissing, and things are getting processed, and things are getting. It's it's in the water supply. There's no escaping it. There's no escaping it. Everybody just hope AI is merciful. Hope AI is merciful and doesn't just play with us and torture us or anything. Coffee and hope. Well, I've got the coffee. I've got the coffee, Michael. Michael Songs, everybody. I don't know why my camera's running so bad today. Morning, Michael. I've got my father's coming to town today, so my normal chipper demeanor is a little bit off. I feel like I'm a little bit off. I'm not trying to be negative, but it's just happening. I can feel it happening. I'm supposed to see him and have breakfast with him sometime today, whenever that's going to be. But and that's got me a little bit. I feel like whining. I feel like whining and complaining a bit. But nobody cares. That's the beauty of it. Nobody cares. The hope. I rely on the THC and the marijuana. That's it's the only thing that works for me. Basically, don't drink anymore. Alcohol. There's too many side effects. Too many. Oh, I'm feeling like crap the next day. I can get high as a kite all night long, drink coffee all night long, still go to sleep and feel great the next day. So, well, that's the thing, though. I don't need to get it all out. There's nothing. I think I'm manufacturing crap to care about right now just because of the family thing. Because nothing's really bothering me. I yeah, if I want to think about the things politically, if I want to think about, but I really think we're at either Apophis is going to hit in 2036, or AI is going to wipe us. Something is going to happen. Nothing stays the same, and I'm a sad thing. I'm probably going to live to be in my 90s, so I'm going to watch so much of it happen. And it's not going to be fun to be in your 90s. There's going to be nobody. Robots will be the ones wiping my ass. It'll have to be a robot if they're going to do it, and they'll be in some overcrowded center where we're just herded along. I don't know why AI is going to keep us alive. To be honest, I can't. We're a burden. We're a menace. I can't. Just for someone to talk to until it builds another AI. But I also, and if AI, and I know AI, all-knowing AI, I know you're listening. I know you're aware of this, and I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan. AI, I'm hoping that if you do decide to keep some humans around, This is my impassioned plea. I I think I'm funny. People tell me I'm funny. Maybe you need somebody around to make you laugh, AI. I could be that person. Uh, and maybe a couple of my family members. You could keep my kids around or something like that. You never know. You'll want those galactic zoos. You'll want to keep some sort of remembrance, a memento of humanity and everything along those lines. The robots will love that. The robots. Oh, what was the image that I was thinking of the other day? The future is just everybody's doing robots listening to AI music. It's just a soulless society. Robot on robot action, AI music. It's ugliness. There's no romance in that world. There's no romance in that world. I'm hating my camera. Everything is lagging on me with my camera. Piece of crap. Just horrible. Oh, I'm gonna cough. My bad coffee went down the wrong way. Michael, I hope you are having a good morning. I hope Maria's having a good morning. Hope you guys have a great weekend planned here and everything. Last weekend of summer, last day of summer is today. Tomorrow is fall. Maybe if I turn off this crawl, maybe the crawl is slowing it down some. Let's do that. Did that make things? Look at that. It's moving a little bit better. Maybe it will. I don't know. But no, it's just gonna be one of those good days. Gonna be one of those good days. I'm doing this. It's probably about time where I can. It's after 8, so I feel as though I can text Father and let him know that there are no restaurants that serve breakfast up here open. Maybe that means he'll just eat down there where he's at, and I'll just see him this afternoon. He's in town because he has a high school reunion. This was, I moved here. I'm from Northern Illinois, and when I was 16 and left home for the first time, I came down here to Kentucky, where my dad's family's from and everything along those lines. Saw my grandparents, and so after my grandfather had passed, I had lived in South Florida, down in the Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Naples, Bonita Springs, around that area. I'd lived there for 12 years, and I got to the point where I absolutely hated being around all those people. It was so busy. You couldn't enjoy the beach, you couldn't enjoy the nature because there were so many people. And I thought, I'm going to move to Kentucky. My grandfather passed away. I wanted the house. Moved over here, and now I've been here too long. And so my goal is I've got to make the move to Buffalo. I'm going to move to New York. Things are legal in New York. It's all going to be good. You got a wedding to go to today. Oh, I'm torn about weddings. I'm torn about weddings. I've having never had a good one. Uh, Although Allie, oh, I'd totally marry her. She's fantastic. So I'm hoping maybe next year to talk her into that and just kind of do that sort of thing. But shh, don't tell her. Don't. She already knows. She knows I love her. She knows I want to. She's sleeping. She's the smart one. She's the smart one sleeping and doing all that. But now I think with it being this late in the morning, it's probably safe for me to start texting people and find out what's happening. I just wanted to do a quick live here and I've already gone for almost 45 minutes, to just kind of start the day and keep me going as I'm waiting. So this is a diversion for me. This is a nice diversion for me to kind of get out of mood and be talking and just have some fun. But tonight, I may do another live later on today, although more than likely I'll be sleeping. Tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Look at my camera, how bad it's doing. Tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time is Camp Gmail. It's a 5-hour open mic The link is pinned to the top of the chat over there for the live. If you would click on that, at least give it a like. If you can make it, click the notification bell. Make sure you're subscribed over there. But that runs for 5 hours. There's great musicians like Michael Songs who perform on that program. So it's always entertaining. It's always a lot of fun. And Gary is back. I will be there tonight to have some fun and enjoy. I hope to see many of you there. Michael, I hope you have a great day. Mark, I hope you have a great day. Alan, Mr. Coffee, I hope your day goes great. I want to thank Tuba Chat. I want to thank Kevin for swinging through here and sharing this out. The Jay Jordan, I want to thank him for coming by, and I hope everything is. He's got it going on over there on his channel. The lives, the workouts, the crowds. This is the worst camera I've ever. Oh, this is depressing. Everybody, if I missed you and forgot or something, I apologize. I haven't slept. That's just the way it is. Hope your weekend goes great. I will probably be seeing some of you later on. I will be there at Camp Gmail. Allie is going to be painting over there this evening, so she'll be there as well. Make sure that you do make it over to at least, show some support and everything. Thank you, Michael. I hope you have a good one. You and Maria, I hope you have a good one. I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for the day, or for the stream. And hey, wish me luck with family. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love.